We're finally catching up to Hunter x Hunter all the way through the Succession arc. The walls of text took me out a couple of times, but overall the knowledge jump was enjoyable. The 13th Chairman arc kicks us off introducing the Zodiacs, some even doing surgery to match their title. Another person we meet is Nanika, plus we learn her rules. Killua knows some of the loopholes, causing Illumi and Hisoka to try and take them both out. We do learn positive requests don't have hard consequences. She's able to heal Gon, which everyone in the city feels, but he can no longer use Nen. Pariston is waiting for the Day of Reckoning to unleash 5,000 Chimera Ant Cocoons. We have the Chairman exam through all of this, and Leorio punches Jing, which gets popular vote, so he climbs up the ladder. He drops out, but it would have been cool seeing a world ran by Leorio. We start our post-Gon saga, the Succession arc. Huge knowledge dump and a lot of plot lines, so let's dive in. Over 200 years ago, Continental V5 Forum signed a treaty agreeing to leave the Dark Continent alone. That's being broken now as Beyond is trying to go with the Kakin Empire. Jing and Pariston leave the Zodiacs, join Beyond's group, while the rest of the Zodiacs were given the mission to hunt down Beyond by Isaac, who is his father. Stay with me. He gives himself up shortly after with a plan. We see a bunch of casualties and things brought back from the Dark Continent. Two versions of a book called Journey to the New World exist, East and West, but West hasn't been found yet. They think West is still being made now. V5 secretly sent their own research team led by Beyond with this knowledge. Isaac himself went twice when he was young, once with Zig Zoldyck and Lynette Audible, and unfortunately that's all we see of them. 5 threats to humanity are known of. The gaseous life form, I, codependence of desire, this is what Nanika is, the botanical weapon Brian, a sphere that protects mysterious ancient runes, a beast that keeps people as pets, Pap, a trade-off between life and pleasure, the twin snake, Hellbell, a monster that infects its prey with homicidal desire, the immortal disease, Zobe, endless despair disguised as hope. There are positive, though, that were listed later. Unmanned rock, an ore that generates electricity when placed underwater. Herbs in the ancient labyrinth city that cures all diseases. Nitro rice, which is the ultimate secret to longevity. And the Trinity Elixir, mother solution to all sorts of liquids. Currently, the location we know now is in the center of Lake Mobius. Mankind has tried to go 149 times on record. 5 trips returned with survivors, totaling 28 people. Beyond is currently the only living. Now he has a plan to use the Hunters Association and V5 to create V6, making the king a historic figure. This also speeds up the expedition process as it's supported. Kurapika and Leorio join the Zodiacs in their expedition while they watch Beyond during the trip, knowing he plans to escape once they dock. Kurapika's main reason is Kakin's 4th prince has some of the Scarlet Eyes. Before they take off, they know a spy is among the group and they find out it's Sayu using Kurapika's abilities. Hisoka versus Kurlo happens, and it's peak. Togashi breaks down the Nen ability uses and how Hisoka is thinking of Kurlo's potential movements and what actually happens. They battle to the death World War Z style. Kurlo uses his book to possess clones and use multiple abilities at once. It becomes too much for Hisoka and he dies, but Nen becomes stronger after death. Hisoka uses bungee gum to restart his heart and kills Shellnark and Cortopi shortly after regaining his body, with a new mission on his mind to end the spiders. Everyone begins hopping on the Black Whale. It houses 200,000 people over 5 tiers. Tier 1 is the royal family and V5. 2 is for celebrities and the rich. 3 and below is for general passengers. I'll speedrun the princes in order from first to last. Benjamin, Camila, Zhongle, Sierra de Nich, Prince Terror. That's what we're calling him. Tubeppa, Tyson, Luzurus, Sale, Hockenberg, Kacho, Fugetsu, Momose, Mariam, and Wobble. The urn ceremony kicks off and causes all the princes to develop a spirit beast that protects them, taking after their vessel. Kurapika is watching over Wobble. Other hunters are spread out throughout the tiers and princes. The journey is 2 months. Princes cannot kill other princes one-on-one, but Nen Beast can do the job. Info starts leaking bit by bit about Nen, and Kurapika offers to teach everyone about it to create a stalemate. This strengthens connections with other princes. Prince Terror wants to learn Nen, and Theta teaches him. Her plan is to teach Yusuf's ability to buy time and waste his Nen potential. Other princes sent 1 to 2 men to Kurapika to learn. We get a lot of Nen yapping explanations of other abilities or plans going forward. Togashi had most characters explain why they thought the ways they did or possible outcomes that could occur, which did result in some walls of text. On the boat with everyone is the Phantom Troop, looking for Hisoka. Mafia bosses who control areas and tiers are also on board, helping both so they don't cross paths. Mizai finds out about the spiders and doesn't tell Kurapika, thinking they are here for him. We see a Nen exorcism on Sale's Nen Beast that produces gas that causes you to enjoy your time with him more, which took him out as well. After he moves on to the next prince, Zhongle, but he can't figure out how his beast works. Kacho and Fugetsu try to escape during Melody's flute performance, and while leaving the whale, they're pulled back by something, killing Kacho, activating her Nen ability to remanifest herself to be there for Kacho. Now back to the spiders. Nobunaga, Finks, and Phaeton are searching for the Hylia boss to get to tier 4. Most of the troop is split into tiers and groups to find Asaka faster. We do also start their flashback in Meteor City. They used to collect VHS tapes from the dump and re-record dub voices to play for all the kids in the town. We meet Sarasa, who was kidnapped and murdered, which gave us the Phantom Troop now, looking for vengeance, building Meteor City into what it is. Kaiser admits he loves Melody and wants to help her no matter what. And this is huge because he's a part of Kaken's Justice Bureau. They plot with Kacho about which prince Melody should perform for, as some were for assassination. Then we get a nuke drop. Long Hee, one of Prince Tubepa's bodyguards, tells Kurapika she's Beyond's daughter, and he also has many other kids. And they're cursed with Nen bombs to take out Kaken princes. And one of the princes is also Beyond's son. He's 40 years ahead of everybody right now. Borkson is taken to Morena to play a card game. We learn Morena has an ability to give abilities, as one of her men can sniff out rarity in Nen abilities, bringing her here. She tries to cheat and loses, causing her to join Morena, and we'll eventually see what ability she has. We know her friends and her are connected to Prince Terror through childhood somehow, so they will have a huge part in stopping him. Prince Terror is almost taken out by Theta during his training, which he does stop, and we see he can see into the future, Diavolo style. He causes a curse on Theta, and Selkov takes over on Prince Terror's Nen study. We see during his interaction with Theta, he's developed 2 Nen beasts, one naturally and one from the urn. At the very end, before the new hiatus, Benjamin announces martial law so he can start slaughtering. Reading all of this in a straight line was so much fun. I didn't know so much was happening on this whale. There's the amount of plot lines to keep up with, and I hope Togashi's condition is able to improve enough to produce at least 10 chapters a year. Fighting from any groups on this boat is going to be so sick when the time comes. Thank you guys for joining me on this little series catching up with Hunter x Hunter. Sorry it took so long for this arc. My cat Fred passed and he was my day 1. I love you, my goat. Took a while to get back into doing these things again. I'm hoping to do a JoJo or One Piece video next. Here's a couple pictures of my goat.